Welcome back. If you're just joining us, the program is Cheche, live on Citizen TV and Hot 96 FM. Our guest this morning is Isaac Ruto, the Honorable MP for Chepalungu. I hope I got it right this time.
Chepalungu is right.
And so we'll come back to what we've been discussing. But first, let's just address this issue that has been rumbling in the papers for the last couple of weeks about the party that the Deputy Prime Minister Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to join, the National Alliance Party. What do we know about this party?
Well, the only thing we know is that it belongs to one Lawrence Ginyo Kariuki, and that Ginyo, you know the history of Ginyo, he is associated with many politicians. There was a time he was associated with Raila himself. There was a time he was associated with Kenneth Matiba. It is this briefcase political parties that they are there for sale, and many of them have been formed, established to get candidates. So, I'm sorry, Uhuru seems to have said this is the vehicle that I'm going to take.
Okay. Well, how does it change the race?
Well, I think clearly that, not Ruto, but Uhuru. You know, these guys are together all the time. Sometimes you confuse them. That's why they're being called Uhuruto. But in this particular case, we're talking about Uhuru. I think he has found the vehicle on which he's going to run for president. There's no doubt about it. Unlike my friend Musalia Mudavadi, he has acquired this party in its totality. He's brought in his, aides and associates to take it up, organize his structure and leadership in a manner that will help him to go forth completely into the rest and, leave these doubts about whether he's in GNU or whatnot. But also, I have a sense that this is going to be a party where other parties belong, with corporate membership. GNU, PNU Alliance, and all the others are going to join this bus for Uhuru. I don't know whether URP is also going to be invited to join, or they're going to have this ambivalent relationship where they're hanging together but apart. Maybe Mheshimiwa can tell us, what is your relationship to the new party, since the other day I saw you welcoming, UDF with open arms. So we expect next weekend when Uhuru launches his party also, you're going to say welcome?
Yes, I think it is important to expand the democratic space and allow many players in the field. And I think Uhuru is perfectly in order to pick a political party of his choice so that he can then be able to contest the presidency or contest whatever seat he wants.
What's wrong with Kanu? He used to be chairman of Kanu. What's wrong with Kanu? Why could he not go in?
I think Uhuru is the best person to answer that question. But
as a politician,
I left Kanu myself in 02. So Uhuru has just left it. To me, I would think is about 10 years late, because I left in 02. But nevertheless, he has got a right to live when he wants, and he has got a right to found his own political party. And I don't think it is the political party per se, the name or the founder, that really matters. It is what does Uhuru have for Kenyans? What is he offering? And that is what we are all listening and waiting to hear from him. What are his views about the management of the Kenyan state? What policies would he like to roll out? But certainly not why he is contesting.
Okay, a couple of questions have come in for you, and these have to do with our early discussion about the NHIF scandal. Kanyanya in Kimilili, is this a different Honorable Ruto of Chepalungu in the studio? His stand on the NHIF scandal has changed his identity as a fiery critic of impunity. And there are others who say that you are siding with thieves.
I would like the division of a thief. I've just stated that the facts are yet to come out onto the table. And
it's only you who is not seeing the facts. Everybody else is seeing the facts.
Do you have the facts yourself?
They are there in the public.
In the papers, isn't it? The newspapers.
Yes, and they reported verbatim from the Committee of Parliament.
I would like to get the facts. The Parliamentary Committee is bringing us the facts. I think they have done their investigation. They are almost through. Professor Anyang' Nyong'o has promised to give us a statement in Parliament. The Prime Minister has also appointed or asked the Efficiency Monitoring Unit to investigate. If there are questions about the Efficiency Monitoring Unit, they could still add another unit to do the investigation. All we want are the facts on the table. Anybody who has done anything wrong must face the law.
Very quickly, sir, because of course there's another issue in the news at the moment, and it's the sacking of the KPA the people who are named to the Kenya Ports Authority. And
Yes.
again, you see due
board
process, the board members, again, you see due process not being followed.
No.
You see a minister who snubs an authority that's sent to interview him. So,
The Constitution is very clear on appointments. If you are appointing the board, it must have that widespread. That one does not require any investigation. You just put the names on the table and slot them and see. In fact, the same problem is going to befall the appointments of directors, I think of TSC. Around Teacher Service Commission.
County directors.
The county directors.
Of education.
They have not also done it right. The Constitution is very clear that you must have a spread in your appointments. So the ones done by Kimunya are patently wrong. They are obviously wrong. On the table, you look at how he has picked the board, it is wrong. You can't do that kind
What
of
does it
appointment.
say about the government if, as you say, the Constitution is quite clear about the ethnic composition of such boards, and you have a minister who goes ahead and ignores that?
That you'll have to be censored, because the facts are very clear. If he has actually snapped, then we may have to raise it in Parliament and deal with Kimunya as such. And I want to assure you that if the matters also with NHIF, as soon as we get the facts clear, Anyang Nyong'o, if there is a mistake in NHIF, if there has been it turned out that it was a conduit for funds to actually non-existent institutions, then even Anyang Nyong'o must take responsibility for that. So we are not going to allow impunity to persist. But we will not also do mob justice. Otherwise, then we cease to respect due process.
I don't know why you're calling it mob justice. You cannot do investigations when people are in office. We are saying, let them step aside,
and
because they are being investigated.
And I have supported that.
We are investigating the permanent secretary.
I have supported that.
We are investigating Anyang Nyong'o because he is the one in charge of the ministry. So we are saying, let him step aside.
I have supported the stepping aside of the board of NHI.
Even the minister and the permanent secretary. The buck stops at them.
Yes.
That's what we are saying.
That's an argument that has some merit.
It has merit.
It has merit.
Yes, David.
I want to
the argument has merit.
Now that Honorable Isaac Ruto is here, I want to take him on an issue that he has been most vocal about.
Yes.
And which has defined the path that the Rift Valley, Kalenjin community has taken politically.
Yes.
The Mau.
Yes.
The two issues here.
Yes.
One, you have vigorously fought or thought that the way the Mau evictions or resettlements were done was wrong.
Yes.
And you have, in your statements previously, attributed this conduct to the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
I just need to hear your perspectives on why you believe so.
Why I believe so is that he has been politically in charge and administratively in charge. He's the one who started the process. We all participated. I was even in that committee. And I kept persuading him that it is okay we can conserve this environment. It is proper. And these people are in this place by mistake. Now, these are human beings. Let us get a process in which we maintain their rights as well. Because they did not just move. They were allowed to go in there.
Right.
And the government acquires through not preventing them to go in. So I had asked that, let us purchase land. And then we tell him, now move from point A to B. Here is your title deed for the new land. We have also built for you a small hut. And now, for you, as you quit...
But these were said to be illegal settlers.
No, they are not illegal settlers.
They were illegal settlers. They moved in there through illegal means.
Okay, let's assume they are illegal settlers.
Yes.
You are not going to kill somebody because of illegal settlement. Is that
They were told to move out.
Is that what you are telling us?
They were told to move out.
Move out from somewhere.
Move out to where?
They must have come from
These
somewhere.
are people who have been in the forest since around the 1940s.
Not necessarily.
But that's not true.
Do you know the place? You know, you are talking in Nairobi. Can you take a bus? Because
we have been to Mau Forest, even during the replanting. The areas where people were evicted from.
Where you did replanting is not even where people were evicted from. Where you did replanting happened
is near here. Yes, but there's a whole spread going on.
Molo. You haven't been to you have not been to Tinet. Have you been there?
No. Anyway, go ahead and explain your justification.
To you. These people were there in 1974. President Kenyatta, actually at that time confiscated their animals, and the police sold the animals for 10 shillings each and consumed the money. They were there in 1974. Check your records. Yes. I am simply saying
does that make it illegal? People
no,
are there from 74.
74. You know,
does it make it illegal? If you are there illegally, Kenyatta was trying to throw them out.
Even if I stay in an area for 10 years, yes.
Advanced occupation.
Yes, and even squatters, the way we are handling squatters in Nairobi is wrong. It is against all the United Nations agreements on human rights.
Okay.
You cannot do those things.
We're running out of time.
So I wanted to explain to you that the Prime Minister mismanaged the process of evictions. It is, people will still move out. Look, we are now looking for land. I had suggested that let us buy land and tell people just move. Now we've killed several children. Pneumonia has killed so many children. It has claimed so many older people. Why did we have to do this?
That is all okay.
Must you kill people?
That is all okay. But wasn't this a cabinet decision made?
A cabinet decision that is wrong. A cabinet
decision was made.
Will remain wrong.
Yes, yes. But your criticism does not go to the extent of the cabinet decision, which was shared by the president.
Where does the backstop?
And a committee set up, and the prime minister put in charge of that committee to carry out the implementation. Why would the buck stop with the prime minister when it's a cabinet decision?
Do you know that
presided over by the president?
The president simply made the decision that these people be compensated. I know you might have some selective, I don't know what.
No. I'm putting the facts on the table.
You want to selectively forget.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, having championed the resettlement of the Mau, I was satisfied with the action of the president of ordering that they be resettled alongside the rest of the IDPs. The prime minister was saying that you cannot resettle these people. Let them go back, exactly what you are saying. Go back to where they came from. Okay. Where did somebody who was born there come from?
Right.